Hello, welcome to the One I Have Spare Time podcast. My name is Frank, and I'll be sitting here talking to you for a few minutes. As usual, I'm wearing clothes. I'm wearing a designer shirt. This shirt cost me $30. Yep, it's a white T-shirt with a picture on it. Cost $30. Yep. Yeah, no, I'm not impressed either. Anyway, I found out recently that there is a new TikTok trend. Now, for those of you who don't know, I don't use TikTok because I think TikTok is a place for 12 to 16 year olds. Okay? Um, but technically, I have a TikTok account on my PC. I don't have a phone anyway. I have I have the account because other people make fun of TikTok accounts on YouTube, and so I made an account to follow the TikToks that get made fun of on YouTube. But I mean, I don't make content on TikTok. But anyway, there's a new TikTok trend um, where you steal a car and you load it up on your TikTok. Um, I saw one the other day because it was actually on the news. I wasn't watching TikTok. It was on the news, and they had a kid, a black guy, because who else do you think is stealing the car? There's this black kid showing you how to steal a car step by step. He's actually in the car, and there's someone in the passenger seat interviewing him. So it doesn't, it's just so weird that it's like everyone's trying to get clicks. You got a person breaking into a car doing it step by step, and there's another person filming the break in, sitting in the passenger seat, asking him questions. So, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Like, how come this works on this car but not that car? And then the guy still in the car was like, well, like this would have been done in 5 seconds, but I'm just like trying to explain it to you, and I'm just like, I mean, I hope it was fake, but you already know it wasn't, because how these people are. People who film criminal activities, they're usually not the brightest of the bunch. But anyway, it's this is just another notch on the downfall of society bedpost. You know what I'm saying? It's just another notch. It's bad enough you have you know 12-year-olds having surgery to change their gender, to the now suppressed videos on YouTube and TikTok of people in their early 20s regretting the surgery, making videos regretting the surgery, but those videos get repressed. Like, it's so weird how everything that the left doesn't agree with gets censored, even though it's not right or wrong. It's just an opinion. But hell, even with the last election, like Biden won by 20,000 votes. If the Biden laptop story wasn't censored by the mainstream media, that would have probably changed the election. Because I mean, I didn't vote for Biden just because he's not mentally fit. That's number one. And number two, I like the way the country was going, so I would have voted for Trump again anyway. But anyway, um, like we're living in a world that's full of censorship now, which is ridiculous. I'm still booted off Facebook and Twitter. I'm I got banned because I have opinions apparently. Actually, they're more like facts. I mean, I think they're facts. Like when I say that BLM is a terrorist organization. I mean, like you saw what they did for the past 2 years rioting. I count that as a terrorist attack. I don't think that's a hate speech. That's just facts. I don't know how many times I got a video or got a strike for saying that that the vaccine doesn't cure or prevent the spread of the CCP virus, and that masks don't work. I've been saying that for the past 2 years. How many of my videos have been censored because of that? But now it's okay to say that though. Nothing's changed. The only thing that's changed is that the people who are trying to control the narrative have, like, let that fly. So I mean, I was right 2 years ago when I was saying this 2 years ago that the masks don't make a difference. Look at the statistics between states that had mask all the time and states that never had mask. Okay, so I mean, like that's like facts. But you get censored just because you're not agreeing with the narrative. Now, the best way to actually help society is to not censor anyone and just let people talk, because the best way to filter out the BS is sunlight. Just because anytime you censor someone, you just make them go underground and they get more popular. Well, obviously, I didn't get popular. I have no subscribers. But like there's people bigger than me, obviously, who had the same thing happen to them, and you know, we were right 2 years ago. But you know, you're not allowed to be right because once again, it's not about the science; it's about control. But anyway, so this TikTok trend. I mean, this is, and I just spoke about censorship. This is something I don't think should be censored. Because yeah, you're encouraging idiots to steal a car to put it on their TikTok. See, but I count this as evidence. This is just evidence. I mean, if you post a video of yourself stealing a car on TikTok, you're gonna get arrested within the day. I mean, I'm assuming TikTok isn't gonna like keep the information from the police. I'm assuming TikTok has, just if you can't identify the person, I'm sure they're using their account. So it's like, yeah, my name is John Smith. I live here, blah blah blah. But it's just people collecting their own evidence, making the cop job easier. And the thing they have to do is when you arrest someone for making a TikTok video for stealing a car, you have to actually send them to jail. And so then they can make a TikTok from jail. Okay, and then they say why they're in jail. Well, because my last TikTok guy stole a car, so they let me make one more TikTok. I'll check back in a couple years. I mean, that's the only way you stop a stupid crime like that. You know. So I've been working on this book I'm trying to write, doing background on the land and the characters and whatever. It's like I guess it's like a fantasy sci-fi story. But I actually drew the map of the entire planet, and it fit on 6 sheets of graph paper. I did not make a map that fit the entire wall in my room. I really was like, hey, listen, you can't make a map that when you unfold it, it takes up a whole wall. Okay? I did not do that. So I want to commend myself for not delving into the world of excess. Well, I do delve into the world of excess, but with other things. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of drinky here, a little bit of sniffy here, a little bit of waking up on someone's lawn. You don't know what the hell's going on. A little bit of that. But that's fun stuff. It's good times. Good times. Hell, like I should probably get some more Guinness and Irish cream so I could make some more Irish car bombs. Getting drunk off of Irish car bombs is really really good. I can I can't I have no complaints over the taste of it, the feeling during and the feeling after. No hangover. I drank 4 Irish car bombs, and then I think I told you before, and then like the whole bottle of the Irish cream. No hangover. Felt great, happy the whole time. I felt refreshed in the morning. It's like I had a meal. Like I still went jogging, did my exercise. felt amazing. But the Irish do it right. Because you got some parts of the world where like drinking is just a part of the culture. I think if you get alcohol, I'm once again, I think I'm just assuming so that if you live in a culture where alcohol is like consumed just like as water, that the alcohol is like better because it's like meant so a person can drink and not like um, die of American alcoholism. You know, like Tonka vodka is made in the back alley of downtown LA. Okay, like of course you're gonna get sick if you drink, a couple of bottles or a bottle. You're gonna get sick, but you get some good stuff. And I'm not gonna pretend I can pronounce any of the good stuff, but if you get some good stuff, you know, you drink a bottle of that, it's like it's steroids. I like the good stuff. Really like the good stuff. There's no segue for this one. But I thought this story was pretty funny. Finland. Anyway, so the country. What that has. There's some good looking chicks there. But anyway, Finland has a prime minister. Her name is Sanna Marin. Sannamarin. Anyway, she's 36 years old. I don't know if that means anything, but anyway, she was at a friend's house and they had a party there. And at the party, they filmed each other dancing and having a good time. Um, that's it. She was dancing. They filmed it. It was just people jumping around. It was about like eight. It looked like eight people. They're playing music. She's smiling, having fun. Um, no signs of any drug use. It's like one guy had a glass. It could have been water. Like like there was nothing. Like there was no Epstein children running around. There was nothing crazy like that. Know what I mean? There was no kids crossing the border. It was just her at a friend's house dancing. Okay. So somehow, and I don't know how this happens, but it always happens. Anytime you film yourself doing something, it gets quote unquote leaked. So the video of her at the party, it looked like all the videos got leaked online. And so now people want her to step down as prime minister because she was dancing at a friend's party. um, I don't get the world we live in. But some people they want her to step down because their country is going through a just like America with our Biden inflation. Remember, the longer Biden has, I mean, sorry, the longer Biden is in office, the worse our economy is gonna get. It started day one of his presidency. The gas prices went up. So anyway, like like we're going through the same thing basically. So yeah, like they're going through an economic crisis. Okay, so people think she should step down because she went to a friend's party and danced while the country is having an economic crisis. They would hate America because like our president has been on vacation for if you add up all the days that Biden has been on vacation during these horrible times, I mean horrible financial times, it's at least 3 months, right? Like he's on vacation a lot, or he has COVID and is like quarantined somewhere. So Joe Biden, our current president, has been away for a while doing who knows what, eating his ice cream, falling off bicycles. But the Finnish prime minister goes to a friend's house and dances, and she's got to step down. I just think that's hilarious. And the fact that people think that politicians aren't people. I mean, some people like to dance. Like politicians have friends. And so sometimes when you go to your friend's house and they have a party, you, do the human thing and party with them. Now I can understand if like she was doing heroin or fentanyl or like snorting cocaine off of a OnlyFans bottle. Now, I can understand people wanting her to step down for that because you don't want a compromised person in office, because if they're addicted to cocaine, like maybe they'll make a bad decision, or maybe they'll be like Joe Biden and have Alzheimer's and make a bad decision. You don't want a compromised leader. You don't want a leader that's doing back deals with China and Russia, because that's not your country's best interest in mind. You don't want that. I understand having that person step down, but if the worst thing your prime minister did was dance at a friend's party, you got it good. You got it real good. So the people calling for her to step down are just people who didn't vote for her in the first place, which is totally understandable. And I call that the Twitter effect, the cancel culture effect. People sitting around doing nothing, just looking for a reason to be mad at something. That's why there's calls for her to step down. And also there's calls praising her, liking her work hard, party hard attitude. The only problem is I don't consider dancing at a friend's house partying hard. Listen, I need some drug use. Like, she was sober. I mean, trust me, I'm an expert. I could tell she was sober. She was just dancing. Like, give me a break. I mean, she had her arms up in her air cheering. Oh, man, you got to step down. Oh, my God, I wish. Finland doesn't know what controversy is. Finland doesn't know what it's like having a leader, whatever, be a cokehead when he was the general manager of the Rangers. Okay, like, I don't know. But this is totally, cancel culture making its way around the world. Korea is going through a really bad bout of cancel culture. See, in America, cancel culture is dying down. But you know how like trends start in one country. Usually, I mean, a lot of trends start in America. So cancel culture did start in America. And like Americanized countries, like Korea is a lot like America, but it's not. It's not America. The people are much better looking. Like, in America, like 40% of the population is fat. That doesn't fly in Korea. If you can't put your pants on with two pairs of chopsticks, you're not a citizen anymore. I mean, it's pretty hardcore in Korea. But anyway, back to what I was saying. If the worst thing your leader ever did was dance, you got it. You got it good. I mean, the worst thing our leader ever did was, well, there's a laptop full of stuff. The worst thing our leader ever did currently is just make the country a horrible place. But no, your leader's dancing. Oh, God. Horrible. This is clown world bullshit. So, yeah, but I was saying, like, in Korea, cancel culture hit its peak. Like, there was, like, a 6-month period ending about 4 months ago. And we're at the tail end of the cancel culture now in Korea. It's slowly dying down. The wave of accusations of people having bad personalities. Because in Korea, you get canceled for having a bad personality. I'm not even kidding. You get canceled for being an underage drinker. You get canceled for smoking cigarettes. I can't even. I don't know. It's like Korean people see a famous person smoke cigarettes. They're like, oh my God. Dude, people smoke. Get over it. They're not making you smoke. And I really don't get the underage drinking thing. There have been a few people, whatever, quote unquote, canceled in Korea because like 6 years ago they drank alcohol when they were in like middle school, like once or twice. They're like, that's horrible. Like, who cares? Like, there's some magical number where like you turn that number like, oh, everything's okay now. No, it's. So I mean, like, I want to move to Finland. Like, life must be really good. if dancing is a crime for a politician. I don't get it. But hey, you know what? I hope I hope she steps down. And then like when they look back, on history, they'll be like, "Wow, we got rid of her because she was dancing at a friend's house." Man, 2022 was stupid. Yeah, everybody worrying about being on the wrong side or the right side of history. This is definitely the wrong side of history. And they were praising the Finnish PM a couple months ago because she wanted to sign the country up to join NATO so they can all team up together in case Russia invades. You know, because Finland is pretty close to Russia. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't they border each other? I swear Finland is like right next to Russia. I'll just look it up on a map. Let's see. Yeah, yeah. Finland borders Russia. Finland is the country right next to Russia. Then it's Sweden, then Norway. So yeah. So since Finland shares a border with Russia, and Russia's been in Ukraine for the past 7 months. For some reason, it's been 7 months, and Russia still can't take that little country over. How sad is Russia that Russia still can't conquer Ukraine? It's been 7 months. Like, what is going on in Russia? I mean, they definitely are not a world power. I mean, like, Ukraine is, like, whatever, the size of Texas. And they can't take, like, big ass Russia can't take over little ass Ukraine. It's been 7 months. I don't get it. But there's a lot of things I don't get. You know? Like, how come when you see an escort, like, 5 or 6 times, you don't start getting a discount? I don't get it. I mean, like, I don't get it. I mean, I get it, but I don't get the discount. I don't know. It's a weird world. Well, anyway, lesson learned. If you're ever the Prime Minister of Finland, don't let yourself be filmed having a good time. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. You guys have a good one. Peace.